for that show, Glory, I seen a video that you had done.
Shot that trailer.
It was like the prep of you like moving the pieces.
Oh yes. When they was coming to pick the shit up from the studio.
Yeah, so I seen all of that. I think I spoke to you one time. You said you guys had everything planned out. You guys were gonna have live music.
Yeah.
And then
The build out for the show was amazing. The build out for the show was ridiculous, bro. It's gonna have live music. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of shit going on. Shit was paid for, man.
whatever happened with so you couldn't do the show.
Yeah, couldn't do the show.
Right.
So
but when something like that happens, do you still put the pieces up for sale, or you just like?
they was up. There was nothing I could do about it. They came and moved the shit out the studio. They came to the studio. I think my show was supposed to open up, I believe, on like I think it was like the 15th or some shit like that. And they shut the city down on the 12th of March. And they picked up the pieces the Thursday prior to that. They picked up the pieces the Thursday prior. I went and met with him at the gallery. We talked about prices and shit like that for the pieces. And yeah. And then the COVID shit got serious, so we couldn't do it no more. But they already picked up the pieces. It was already at the space. You know, my family members already bought tickets to come to New York. My friends already bought tickets to come to New York. So it just ended up being like I don't know, just a situation where I had to ask, so at least my family feel like they didn't waste their time. They could go see the pieces. So yeah, it ended up just being at the gallery. Nobody really got to see it unless they let you, I guess. I just sat in my studio by myself, just cried. I was like, it's just empty. There's nothing here. All this work I did for this shit. All the people I invited are now not coming anymore because of this shit. It was so much I had set up for the show. That was why it was so crazy, because it was like, yo, even that nigga was blown away. That's why he still fuck with me to this day, because it's like, yo, he didn't even understand what I was bringing to the table. It's like, nigga, you know who I am? This is fucking... I went and met with the nigga. I'm like, yo, we gonna need security for this show. It's like, nah, my shows, we never have security. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. We don't need security. I fucking put up the flyer. I shoot that trailer and shit, put that shit up on my Instagram, and threw his fucking email in that bitch. And nigga called me like 15 minutes after I put the flyer up. Like, what the fuck is going on? So what you mean? He's like, yo, my inbox is flooded. There's mad people. This, that, and the third. The RSVP is going crazy. He had like fucking 800-900 RSVPs or some shit like that. Like in the first 2 hours, shit was just booming. So he's like, yo, I think we need security. I was like, you goddamn right we need security, bro. Even like the week prior when I showed up to talk to the nigga about prices and shit, fucking sitting there at the table. You know, it was his old gallery is by the Whitney, so it's like a wall of glass and shit looking out into the street. And like while I'm sitting there talking to the nigga, people keep coming up to the window, just knocking on the window. Like, is that the show? The show was supposed to be today, right? The Malik show, right? Like, bro, I came from out of town. Like, I'm trying to see this Malik show. Like, this show is going on today. Nigga looking at me like, damn, who are you? Like, nigga, no, he'll know, you know what I mean? He'll know what kind of power I guess, you know, what I bring to the table. So he nigga looking at me while people at the window showing up on the wrong day for the show. Like, yo, who are you, nigga? Like, what the fuck are you about to bring to my shit? So, yeah, it was gonna be special. That's how I first met Rhapsody around that time. So I had like people from Rock Nation supposed to be coming. I was talking to Jid and Zeke and people from Dreamville. Them niggas had bought their ticket and shit to come out there. I had fucking journalists and shit, Torre and all these other people fucking coming. And just mad fucking executives from everywhere. And man, it was crazy. At that point in time, I was in conversation. Like, you remember that Meek Mill album that Nina Chanel did the cover of? I was supposed to do that cover. You know what I mean? It was like I was having wild conversations with people like, yo, nigga, that. I was booming. That Adidas deal came during that time, and we had to downsize that whole shit so I couldn't do the full scale of what was supposed to happen.